I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I didn't know y'all couldn't hear me. I had my mute, but welcome to the Chop. Welcome to your best 120 minutes of your day. Okay, that's all I said. The Chop Shop is Monday. I'm glad y'all see. I didn't look at my vitals. I didn't know. I didn't know it was. Hold up. I didn't know you couldn't hear me. Gosh, I got you. Thank you. Thank you. I had my mute. Y'all got to understand. I got this new technology. When I touch the mic, it's when I touch the mic, it I can just touch it and it'll mute it. I got this. It's technical. I got to hold it on its base. I can't hold it up at the top because it'll hit it. Yo, he said my name is not showing. What? Well, let me get my name to showing. Hold on. Thank you. Y'all, y'all helped your homeboy out today. Okay. It's showing now, right? You're showing like is everybody anything else y'all hold on, I'm gonna sit back. Anything else y'all want me to do? Can I give me a drink of water? Is there anything else I want y'all to do? Because it's gonna be good. Keith Avery, anything happen in the news that y'all want to anything happen? Anything happen this weekend? Anything happen this weekend? That is Moody. Daryl Anderson. Keith Avery. Anything. Did y'all share the show yet? I haven't shared it with let me share it. Where else I got to share the show to? Where? Okay, I got to share it to somewhere else. Did anything happen? So y'all just had a normal weekend. Nothing happened over the weekend. Nothing happened. And y'all telling me, oh my God, ain't nothing happening to y'all this weekend. Nothing. All right, let me, okay. I'm just waiting for somebody to put some, I know something had to happen. Something happened. Interesting. Did y'all see some football this weekend? I went to a U of H game this weekend. What happened? Tell me. Oh, y'all just waiting on me. Y'all, okay, I see. Y'all just, well, let's see what Robert had to say today. Let's see what Robert got to say. What Robert gonna say today? I keep telling y'all, I need y'all to bring something. I want some. Adriana, happy 21st birthday today. Shout out to Adriana, Darryl Bond's daughter. I remember she was coming out of high school. Now she's 21 years old. Wow. Crawford put on a show. What Crawford put on the show? What Crawford put on the show? I don't know what Crawford you're talking about. What Crawford put on the show? Joe Burrow out for 3 months. Okay. What can we do about it? Football is a violent sport. It's going to happen. He always get hurt. Somebody sent me a list of all his injuries. He always get hurt. But who is Crawford to put on the show? Bud Crawford. Okay. Bud Crawford. Thank you. Put the man's whole name on. I'm trying to teach y'all something. Put the man's whole name. A great boxing match. I didn't think this boxing match was gonna be that good, but I watched the whole thing. I don't like the preliminaries. I don't watch it, brother. And the thing didn't come on too late at night, man. I said, "Oh my God!" Because I was supposed to go to a fight party out by the pool and all that. But then I thought about, man, how late I'm gonna be coming back. I don't like to be driving late no more. I don't like that. Okay, Terrence Crawford. Okay. But no, excuse me, Darryl Bonds. I know who he was talking about. But the people on the feed, you can't put incomplete stuff on the feed. That's the point I'm trying to make. You can't put incomplete, just say Crawford. Which Crawford? You didn't even say I was a great boxing match. And you ain't say nothing about boxing. You just said Crawford put on the show. It's some Crawfords in baseball. It's some Crawfords in football. It's some Crawfords all over the place. So Darryl Barnes on this show, I just want you to make it clear. That's all. It's evident that I know Bud Crawford is because I got him behind my screen. Duh. But we got to start just putting stuff up there right. Okay, we just got to start doing it. Okay? All right. What else I got? What else I got? What else I got? Doug had an event this weekend, high school basketball. The NFL was all y'all. So ain't nobody got nothing. So ain't nobody said nothing on the show but about, let me see, ain't nobody got nothing. He moved up 2 weight class and held his own. Okay. Yeah. 2 weight class. That man been through a whole lot of stuff. I did not know he been through a whole lot. And I didn't even really know about it because I don't keep up with boxing until he fought the Spence guy. Bartholomew, I've been waiting on you to get here, man, so you talk about some real stuff. Bartholomew, what has happened over the week? What happened last week? What happened? Has anything happened that just that got your attention? Because I received some email that evidently got somebody. I got a couple of texts. It got somebody's attention. Man, somebody just sent me some of these people crazy. But what? So no, NFL what? You know what? I think I done wean y'all off the NFL. Y'all don't even talk about it. Y'all don't even want to talk about this. Wait a minute, hold on. Y'all don't even want to talk about this.
Touchdown! Yeah! Javante on a touchdown! Yeah! Miles Sanders on a touchdown! Yeah! Woo! Pick and Dag on a touchdown! Yeah! 51-yard field goal! Yeah! 44-yard field goal! Yeah! 64-yard field goal! Yeah! Now wait, in overtime, with the walk-off, 46 yards! Touchdown! Yeah!
Yo, I like that. Shout the show, man. I like that, man. I like that. I know y'all gonna think y'all may think, Robert, you don't like no Dallas Cowboys. I don't, but I like that. That kicker ain't no joke. I forgot his name. Cause I ain't planning on talking about the kicker today. But he ain't no joke. What else happened? What else happened? Cause y'all, this boy for the Giants, I don't know what the hell wrong with him. Man, some of these football players, man. I sound like Memphis. Man, some of these football players. I saw the worst drive ever by one player ever in my whole life. Did any of y'all see it? The first one, it was left tackle, James Hudson. He a backup. He had a false start. He had an unnecessary rushing. He had another false start. All of this on the first drive of the game. And then he got mad when the people took him out the game. Let me let y'all see some of this stuff, man. Hold up, y'all. Hold on. I had to 15 yards unnecessary rush. Oh, listen, the first drive. Yo. Why? And them people lost by a field goal. Y'all see how all 52 men on the team can do something right, and all it takes is one to mess it up? That man said that kicker for Cowboys on steroids, he need to pitch test him. Oh, you know they didn't pitch test him. Yo, it was just homeboys are angry. They didn't get mad when they take him out. And then I saw something. Y'all see, I be wanting y'all to see something, but y'all don't see what I see. Y'all don't see what I see. So okay, I'm finna go on my, because I asked y'all what happened over the weekend. Y'all didn't see this. Didn't nobody see this? Did nobody see this? Did nobody see this? Watch this. When Sean Payton, that sorry ass coach at Denver, can't stand the Denver Broncos. When Bo Nix talk crazy to him, look how he treat Bo Nix.
Play caller, you want to know the reason why. If you make a certain
Did
decision,
y'all
make a
see
certain
that?
call, whether it be changing the route or the protection, whatever that may be, he just
I'm
wants
gonna
you to
bring
have a
up
reason.
Russ.
Play caller, you
Y'all
want to know the
y'all
reason
better
why.
wake up around here.
If you make a certain decision, make a certain call, whether
Watch
it be
this.
changing the route or the protection, whatever that may be, he just wants
Really confused, right?
he just wants you to have a reason.
At how
Sean
this
Payton
man
asking Bo Nix a
treated
question,
that
he gives him
boy.
an answer.
Then you got this boy Trevor Lawrence. Watch how he do the coach.
On his chest, what are you doing?
How about Lawrence and how he reacted to it?
Lawrence said, chill, I'm sorry. This is
Y'all
what
see
I'm
that?
referencing.
Watch what he
Put
do.
it right there, on his chest, what are you doing?
How about Lawrence and how he reacted to it?
Lawrence said, chill, I'm sorry. This is what I'm referencing.
For me, when I go, I don't just go hang out. I don't go too much. Then other people they got people to cook for them. You know, I get lucky when I go. A tribute to Doug. Well, we'll get Doug a little later. We'll get Doug a little later. Let's see. Enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed Moses. Shout out to Leah Nash, uh, Tony Dale, and the whole volunteer staff of the Moses Malone golf tournament. I played in it on Friday. One of the best. Robert Hatter. He came out. He won the closest to the pin. Uh, He also won first place. Just in case you didn't, don't understand. I'm gonna give you the leaderboard. So let me see. Let's put the leaderboard up there. Let me get my name out the way. You can see, but if they ain't big enough, you can see there. The team that won is Robert Hatter, Brian Jackson, and Russ Payne. It's one of the best threesomes I've ever played with. These guys man, let me tell you something. We just had great chemistry. Great chemistry. You see old Rob's name up there. Y'all see my name up there. And the winners, we won the whole thing. And it was a great golf tournament, man. Shout out to those people. And let me tell y'all something. Next year, boom, boom, boom. Be prepared because we gonna fill that place up with our people. We gonna fill that place up with our people and people we know. Cause it's for a great cause. Let me read the cause. I got some information somewhere. Let me read it off to you. Um, what they were benefiting. It just wasn't people out there playing golf. Earlier this year, the Moses Malone Foundation proudly awarded scholarships to two outstanding graduated student athletes, one from Petersburg High School, that's Moses' beloved alma mater, and another from Wheatley High School right here in Houston. To this date, they have rewarded a total of 7 scholarships at Petersburg High School and one at Wheatley. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I tell y'all to give, and this is why I tell y'all to support things like this. The Moses Malone Board is also doing work in the community through the CPS Child Care Home for Boys and Girls. They teach etiquette classes, have guest speakers, cybersecurity as an example, provide haircuts and school clothes as well as prepare meals and spend additional time by playing board games and basketball. The board said, thank you for attending this year. Robert Hatter, I was out of town last year. I missed the one before. I will make sure I'm in town for every one of these from now on. And we're going to support this stuff. Okay. We're going to support this. Just the bottom line. Whenever you see the Moses Malone golf tournament, we're going to support that because that guy gave so much back to the city, and we got to give. We're gonna give to the city. He said, "Pray for my wife and I chopped her mother pat." Oh man, tell Trice. See, I think I got her name right. Tell her this too shall pass, and we'll say a special prayer for her and her mom. She got to be strong for her family. Somebody in the family got to be strong, and it might as well be her through you, Eric. So heart go out to her. Can't wait to meet her. But man, life be lifing. Man, life be lifing. That's why I said be kind to everybody. Everybody going through a battle. Everybody going through a battle. Same old, passion and fire, and yeah. I like that. I like that, Bartholomew. But Bartholomew, I just want us to be aware of stuff like that. But Eric, man, now you got me thinking about your mother-in-law right now. Rest in power, and this too shall pass. And all right, what else I got? Let's keep going. Let's see. You know, I was thinking about something. One of the greatest energies that I have is learning and then being able to bring it to somebody. I love to learn. If y'all hear my excitement sometime, I love to go find stuff out and bring it to y'all. Whether it's on this show or whether it's when I'm commentating a basketball game, I want to bring what I'm learning across to the viewer, across to the listener. I want to bring what I know and what I'm learning across to a player when I meet him. I want to help them find a way. I'm minding my business. I went to U of H. Beat the brakes off Colorado. I went to the game. I stopped by French's before the game. And a lady came up to me in the game and said, "Aren't you announcer? Are you?" I said, "Yes." She said, "What's your name?" I said, "Robert." "Yeah, how you doing?" I said, "I'm good." We in the line. She said, "Thank you." I said, "For what?" "Thank you for what you did for my son." Okay, glad to think. "What's your son's name?" She told me. She said, "You helped him. He got into college. He done graduated. He got a master's degree. The son, he's all right. And now he's trying to play overseas. That's a bonus." She said, "When you go over to the game, find us. We're going to buy you something to drink or whatever." I said, "No," because she said, because I had already paid for my meal. She said, "I would have paid for your meal." I said, "No," her and her husband was there. Man, let me tell y'all something, Eric. That kind of stuff right there, think about it, Eric. Man, we do so much. When I say we, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about Thaddeus Moody. I'm talking about all of us. We do so much on this show that we just. But my partner, he told me, and I hate for him to be right because he one of them guys. I ain't gonna tell you what school he went to, but if I tell you he went to Morehouse, they said what they said about Morehouse guy. But he said, "Rob, what you don't understand, you so humble, you just talk stuff, he said, but you don't understand. It's like you throwing a rock in a stream, and the rock hit, and you know how the stream just spread on down the stream and affect everything downstream." He said, "Man, that's what you do. That's what you're doing." And that came to my mind when I'm just minding my business. They having an event. They're gonna invite me to the event. I can't wait to talk about it. They got an event, a basketball event, bringing teams from out of town, and I just, it's crazy. I'm serious, y'all, because I didn't. And then I'm at the game. Dude, that drunk, and he got me talking stuff, telling me the reason his son went to Vanderbilt because my son went to Cornell. Y'all, we are affecting the next generation. This platform, man, y'all don't have to like me. You don't have to like Jimmy. But this platform is affecting, and it might not be your time yet. Maybe this show affect you later on down the road. But I could tell the way I didn't know this family thought about me this way. I didn't know. I just did it. Because you got to remember, I always tell y'all, I don't want to be a generational thief. If I can help, I want to leave this earth empty. I want to pour everything out that I got. I want to leave it empty. I told you, every time I pass by a library, I get convicted because my book is not in there yet. But I don't want to just write. I want to write the book that I want to read. That's what's taking me so long, because I got to put it where I want to read it. Because if I know I want to read it, y'all gonna buy it. You follow me? But I was thinking about that. I'm just the guy just sitting there. There's a group of us talking. They stopped. Everybody in the world was at the U of H game, at the U of H football game. Now I might not never go to another one, but I went to that one. Everybody I haven't seen in 1,000 years was in that place. And I didn't stay there for but the half. So if I'd have stayed longer, because I didn't see Doug, I several people I didn't see. And I saw them post stuff online that they were there, but it was just amazing. You know? And like I said, I just want to bring what I know and what I'm learning across to your sons when I meet them. I want to help find a way. And a lot of times, the details, y'all, the communications, how we see the game, those kind of things become your edges. Fundamentals become your edges. But tell you a little bit more about that later. Fundamentals, you got to have them, and you got to have the right ones. But I'm gonna get to that a little bit later. I saw a news report come out. I didn't even know this was stuff on the East Coast. You know, I'm on the East Coast. They discreetly give you a card telling you it's time for you can't drink no more. We ain't selling you no now. How many drinks you got to drink to be that they said and tell you you can please leave quietly and no one will know. It has been a pleasure to serve you, but it's time for you to leave for the night. This happening on the East Coast right now. Is people drinking that much that somebody got to give you a card and said, man, you've been cut off? I don't want that much of nothing. I don't want that much of nothing. But let me keep going. Yeah, they told me there's a news report that some bartenders are quietly cutting off intoxicated customers by handing them a small card instead of making a scene. The card reads, "You have been cut off," and include a message urging patrons to leave discreetly. Please leave quietly and no one will know. This approach has been reportedly spotted in bars in New Jersey and North Carolina. And shout out to this girl. I didn't put her. Shout out to the owner, the new owner, Carly Irsay. She's the daughter. She's the CEO of the Indianapolis Colts. Her dad, Bobby is say he died. That's his name, yeah. And she was the CEO. But you know what's so unique about her? She got a heck of a hands-on approach. She don't sit up in the luxury box and party. She be on the field with the headset on, listening to the calls. And they asked her, why did she do that? Share the show, y'all. This finna get crazy. They asked her, why did you do it? She said, the reason I do it, because I want to know who know what the hell they doing down here. I want to know if a coach down here, in case I want to fire their ass or hire somebody, I want to know what they're doing. I said, wow. Wow, young lady said, I want to know. I said, wow, I like that. I talked about her not too long ago. But ladies and gentlemen, I got and I could tell you a little bit more before I go there, because I'm trying to see. Trying to see, y'all. Should I go here yet? Trying to see. But I got a phone call. I got a text. Let me find the text. Then that'll give you some context. Because one of y'all brought it up. None of y'all brought it up. I was waiting. But where is this text? Here we go. Where are we? Let me keep going. That's not it. Wait a minute. What did they send to me? Hold up. How did they send it? Gosh. What's up, Paul Morana? I'm trying to find this text that someone sent me. And I have not been able to find it. That's what I get for getting too many texts. Let's see. Is that no? That's not them. That's not them. That's not them. That's not them. Y'all got to find this text. What's up, Paul Miranda? Said, welcome back, Paul Miranda. Are you recovering from the... Paul Miranda. It said, are you recovering from the jump? And they said, hold up, they might have sent it to me. They might have sent it to me. Let me look. Let me see. I forgot how they sent it. Where did they send it to me? Boy, I can't stand when I lose stuff like this. Paul said, yeah, Carly, she's sidelined with the headset on for real. Yes. But Paul, it was important. But they asked me, wait a minute, Robert, nope, that ain't them. No. Did they erase it? I thought it was that lady right there. But I guess it wasn't. I don't have, hold on. Well, whatever. She sent me a message. And the gist of the message, she was talking about this guy that I wasn't going to bring up and I wasn't going to bring on. But the guy name is the Charlie Kirk situation. I didn't know nothing about him because I don't follow him. I don't know. And then when I saw that girl, Candace Owens on a video with him, just kicking it with him like that's her best friend. And and are y'all familiar with what I'm talking about? 'Cause I forgot the person who sent it to me. Um, God, I can't believe I didn't have it. Because I wanted to address it because several people asked me about it. He said that Bud Crawford is that dude. Yeah, but thank you, Bud Crawford. Trying to, y'all don't understand. I'm so mad because I want to read her words. He said, I was just made aware of him also. Let me see what she said. Wait a minute, my son sent me something. Oh, old-fashioned whooping he put on Canelo. Okay. Let me see who it is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This might be. Hold on. No, this ain't it either. Y'all don't understand, man. I cannot believe this. Um, but she asked me, I got too much stuff going on. That's my problem. I got too much stuff. Oh, they found it. Oh, okay. Oh, putting your color. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is who we're talking about. Them is more than one people. And all they was saying, he said, I had no idea he was like that. But ladies and gentlemen, and some of us need to know. Now that I know, now I know we need to talk about it. Because I can't, it's a reason that I can't find it. I can't understand it because I always keep stuff and people know I'm gonna talk about it. But I'm particularly burdened about where we are as a country right now in this moment. Y'all probably need to share this one. Looking at all the stuff that is taking place in the news and on the internet, and listen to me carefully. I am against violence on all of its forms. I don't even let people talk about each other on this feed. I'm against violence. But violence is not always with guns and closed fists. Violence is also with words, ladies and gentlemen. Mahatma Gandhi said the highest form of violence is poverty. That's violence for you. Because what it is you afflict on people when when you have resolve and options to make it better and you don't, I would like to publicly condemn the egregious acts that took place in Utah last week. Absolutely inexcusable. The worst thing you can do is become like the people who oppress you. And all the more for that to take place in front of his wife and his children, in front of college students. It's a memory that will stain them for the rest of their lives. And as Black people in America, we are no stranger to political violence. And I don't know why they keep calling it political violence. This wasn't no political violence. He's not a politician. But I'm watching the words. See, we got to watch the words today. And I told you when I learned something, I shared. Malcolm X was killed in front of his wife and children. Ladies and gentlemen, we are familiar with violence. In Africa, Patrick Lumumba was shot down because of his beliefs in front of his wife and children in his bed. Martin Luther King was in broad daylight in my hometown on the balcony, was killed. See, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm so peaceful, I might talk stuff, but y'all know I serve the Prince of Peace. And in a tragic death, you cannot rewrite somebody's life. I'm concerned about how America and the media is trying to remix a life of racism and white supremacy that went forth unchecked. You can't say someone who called Ketanji Brown a DEI hire as someone who is the face of Christendom. That's what he was. Them white evangelical Christians. When the person who said it dropped out of community college, Charlie Kirk, talking about Ketanji Brown Jackson is a DEI hire, and he dropped out of community college. You cannot say he said that the Civil Rights Bill should not have been passed. This the stuff that this dude was saying. Y'all got me? And black people, this is what he said, and black people were in a better place in the 1940s when they had segregation and they didn't have no freedom. You cannot say on no certain terms that George Floyd was a thug and Martin Luther King is not deserving of a holiday. This is what this guy was saying. My heart is mourning today, ladies and gentlemen, for pastors and churches all over this country who are going to have a moment of silence and celebrate somebody who is trying to take the nation backwards. Y'all, I wasn't going to talk about this, but this lady texted me and I found the text. She texted me and another person texted me. They said, have you ever talked about it? You haven't talked about it. Y'all know I got the, ladies and gentlemen, all you people out there, the cross is higher than the flag. You evangelicals. People are feeling emboldened to be racist. Man, I never could teach my kids no mess like that. People are emboldened to be misogynistic. Emboldened to promote the values of white supremacy. This is what this kid was doing. And do me a favor, don't y'all engage in going back and forth with people online. Let's not do that. Say that energy. I really don't want to talk about it. I really want to talk about him. Not him, but him. See, these slave mindsets must be shifted. I never forget when Moses said, let my people go, some of the people were holding on to Pharaoh. And I'm concerned about all you Negro preachers out there. The ones, you know who I'm talking about, who've been in fact talking about that this man that was killed was the answer to Christ in the earth. They were having a moment of silence in black churches all over the country, y'all. What's wrong with us? Over a man that's a racist and a white supremacist. How do you compare him to Martin Luther King? See, Paul Miranda, I got people all over the world. Paul Miranda. That's why I keep telling y'all, y'all need to talk to people around the country. The only thing that Charlie Kirk and Martin Luther King got in common is both of them were killed by a white man. After that, they got nothing in common. Let me get this straight. I was just thinking about it. This man was allowed to say whatever racist, misogynistic, anti-LGBTQ BS he wanted to because of free speech. But we wasn't allowed to say anything negative about Kim Kirk for fear of retribution from the Republicans because we aren't allowed free speech. He got free speech, but the people that saying stuff about him, they mad at them. This Candace Owens. Go look up her love. She's showing videos of her and him. And then why are sports teams honoring Charlie Kirk? When we were told that politics has no place in sports when Colin Kaepernick took the knee to protest police brutality. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm overwhelmed. In the words of Howard Wesley, I'm overwhelmed. I hope you're overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed daily finding the historical lies of the narrative of white supremacists. I'm overwhelmed. And a nation that caters to white guilt and forces me to the equality of my blackness every day. I'm overwhelmed listening to the voices of these who think that they have the singular right to defend and determine who belongs in America and who's American. When it was my forefathers and my foremothers who built this land. I'm overwhelmed, ladies and gentlemen, with gun violence and mass shooting. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know if y'all know how I felt the other day when they had to shut them black colleges down. For what? Them kids ain't did nothing to nobody. I'm overwhelmed. Y'all talk to me, because I'm overwhelmed. Threats against historical black colleges and universities had nothing to do with anything that went down over there. I'm overwhelmed with the culture of division and violence that this administration fuels and fertilizes with the inability to show compassion for those who are in need. I'm overwhelmed, Eric Harris, to find out that $75 billion is being directed to policing and detention of undocumented individuals, while Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security and food assistance and 300,000 black women have lost their jobs under this administration since April. Them black women voted against him and he said he was going to hurt them. I'm overwhelmed with ICE raids and Klan rallies. I'm overwhelmed. And threats against the Smithsonian and corporations backing DEI and executive orders and Supreme Court rulings. I told y'all this years ago that this was going to happen. I'm overwhelmed by the folks that call themselves Christians simply because they invoke the name of Jesus and quote a scripture from the Old Testament, but never love like Jesus. never tried to live like Jesus, never applied the Sermon of the Mount, bear no fruit of the Spirit, I'm overwhelmed. I do not celebrate killing anyone. Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated, but I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States at half-staff calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who, who was as unapologetically racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land. And I'm hearing people with selective rage who are mad about Charlie Kirk, but you didn't give a damn when Melissa Hartman and her husband was killed inside their home by a Trump lover. I didn't hear all of this. And you tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who have no respect for my own life? Thank you. Thank you, Leah. Y'all, you rock. Leah Nash and the Moses Malone Foundation, y'all rock. Hold up, y'all. Hey, y'all give good trophies too, Leah. Look, Leah, them some of the best trophies I've ever seen too. Okay, hey, I had to win one of them. Had to win. But let me get back to this Charlie Kirk stuff, because people been calling me about it, Leah. Yo, I didn't want to talk about this. But you tell me that I ought to have compassion from the death of a man who have no respect for my own life, Brandon Wheatfall? I'm sorry, but there is nowhere in the Bible where we taught to honor evil. Playing golf. I'm sorry, Paul Moran. Hold on. Leah, watch this, Leah. Paul Miranda, just find that name. Find that name a couple of times up there, Paul Miranda, right quick. Just find that name closest to the pin. They call it proximity to the pin on hole number 3. Our header. Then if you go over in the middle, you'll see over there. You'll see a 53, and the 53 is circle. And one said first place, one said second place. We got first place because we scored the best on the hardest holes on the course. And we got first place. And right there, Russ Payne, Brian Jackson, and myself, because some of y'all just got on the show. But that's the Moses Malone golf tournament. I can't wait. I can't wait to next year. Paul Miranda, you need to come down for it next year. So plan it for next year. Go to the website and see when it's going to be next year. And you plan to be here. We going to fill that place up with Chop Shop people. Find you somebody. You don't have to play golf good. Just be able to play. Just be able to come out there and just hang out. And she liked volunteers. She had a lot of volunteers. She loved volunteers. We love volunteers. But let me get back to this dude. Because I told you, I'm sorry, but there's nowhere in the Bible I checked where we taught to honor evil. And how you die doesn't redeem how you live. You do not become a hero in your death when you were a weapon of the enemy in your life. I can abhor the violence that took your life, Charlie, but I don't have to celebrate how you chose to live it. Violence is wrong. You're absolutely right, Mr. Bartholomew. Put my name back up there. I took my name down so y'all can know who y'all talking to. Okay, come on, get your name back up there, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, violence is wrong, but being a racist will never be right. Two things can be true at the same time. The tragedy of how somebody dies does not erase the truth about how they live. But to all my people, uh, to all my people who, so y'all got to make it make sense to me. Y'all got to make it make sense to me. A white man murdered a white man at one of the whitest colleges in America and one of the whitest states in the nation. But y'all mad at black people. Make it make sense for me. Y'all smarter than me. Make it make sense. That's why I'm bringing this up. Somebody gonna get this and understand today. Somebody, should I repeat it again? White man murdered a white man on one of the whitest colleges in America, in one of the whitest states in the nation. But you're mad at black people? Can somebody say something to me? I know y'all don't want to. I know y'all be scared sometimes. Y'all ain't got to talk about nobody. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just giving you stuff. I just want you to make it make sense for them. For people who say that, Robert, that's his political option. You're talking to a political science guy, right? Watch this. Let's run it back. Grade school. What's a political opinion? A political opinion is how high your taxes should be. Should states have more control than the federal government? That's a political opinion. Should we regulate guns more or less? That's a political opinion. See, those are political opinions. And you can agree, disagree, debate. It's politics. But when you step into saying things like black women don't have the same cognitive ability as white people, it's Charlie Kirk. Or that black people are better in slavery and Jim Crow. And you're getting large rallies. So it's some other people that believe that too. Some of them y'all friends. Because the reason they was better back then because they committed less crimes. That's what he said. That's not a political opinion. Boom, 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 chat. That's not a political, that is racism and white supremacy. When you claim that 1 in 5 women are sexual assault, women that have been sexual assaulted, when you call 1 in 5 of them liars, that's not a political opinion. That's misogyny. When you argue that even a 10-year-old child who is a sexual assault survivor should be forced to carry the pregnancy to term, this the kind of stuff that he was spewing. Y'all didn't know it, did you? This is not a political opinion. This is violence and asinine. And when you say we should bring back live television execution for children as young as 12 to watch, that's not a political opinion. That is apparently a self-fulfilling prophecy. He got shot on TV. When children watch it. Let me be clear. Violence is not the answer, but we can't ignore the fact that years this person promoted violence and hate to others on a huge platform. And we talk about love and responsibility on this platform, and we don't even share it. But them people share that hate. If I was on here being messy every day, y'all would share the hell out of this show. I know it. It's your nature. If I was sitting here, but I remember when me and Jimmy used to go back and forth, y'all used to love it. Girl, they arguing on it. Girl, you better tune in. Girl, you better. But when I'm telling you something that can save your kid's life, no, I ain't gonna share that. What's wrong with us? Somebody has came in your mind and switched the price tag on what's valuable and what's not. We value BS. We need to stop pretending that every belief falls under the umbrella of political opinion. Politics is about governing, not dehumanizing people, encouraging violence. That's not politics. That's extremism. And when we normalize, the more dangerous it becomes for everybody, man. So I had to get that out. Had to get that out. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to share with you this. Got to put this across the screen because I want you to know. I never want you to be saying, "Well, Robert, you never told me." But I'm introducing you to the Michael Jordan of the healthcare industry. Man, this girl. Watch this. Hold on. Let me find this play. Let me find this thing they sent me. Say good morning, Hannah. Ladies, I don't know if you ever heard of this thing called an O shot. She does that. Just call her Giuliotto, Elite Docs, Health and Beauty. She's great at hair restoration. I got to find that thing with the guy in his hair after 3 months. You don't have to go to Turkey no more to grow your hair. Carla has what you need with no surgery involved. She is the Michael Jordan of hair restoration. Man, give her a call and say, "Hey, Mr. Hatter told me to give you a call. What can you do for me?" Look how she changed that man's whole life. That man's whole self-esteem has changed. And he didn't have to go to Turkey to get it done. Some of y'all don't need this stuff. Y'all, you know, some of us, we black don't crack. But some of y'all, we got some white friends that might need it. Okay? So share it. Share it. Don't just like it, share it. Share that number, 832-446-3206. Carla Giuliotto called and said, "Robert had a said from the Chop Shop." Okay? All right, let me get back because I got something, okay? You know I got something else for you. He said, "I was really shocked that all the black men online crying as if he really stood for progress of our people. They said he's holding black people account. I felt how you were speaking now." See, I told you. Hold up. What Palmer around that? Palmer around it. This is what's happening around America, man. Y'all, we should get out a little bit more. We don't know what these folks doing. We should get out a little bit more. Palmer around it, that was for you. You know, I was thinking about these young kids, man. I'm watching. Doug gave his event this weekend. Let me give you something that Doug said this weekend. Shout out to Extra Eyes Media. Doug gave a fall event, you know, but I'm still on cloud nine about the event that I spoke at a couple of weeks ago at Bel Air High School. Those kids right there, they're gonna forever have a spot in my heart. But watch this.
First fall event. I do a summer event every year, and I wanted to do something in the fall to get the high school teams prepared for the season. So I ended up with 31 teams. Come in here, get 2 games, get some good work in. And the atmosphere is great. Got media, college coaches. So I'm excited about the future of the event, and I'm just glad everybody's having a good time so far. So I appreciate y'all for coming out as well.
Yeah, they, man, I love these kids playing basketball. I really do, and I love these kids being able to, because it's a great sport, man. It's a great sport. It teaches you so many things, and we need to extract instead of putting our kids in basketball for them to try to go to the NBA. If they go, let them go. But let's extract some of the things that we learn about in sports. Um, some of the things we learn about sports a lot, man, and how you get better. I was just thinking about something. Because, I'm going to be asking questions, and I want to know, you know, you know, I've been going to in the SWAC for a little while, calling these basketball games, and when I go in a press conference, these guys be uh, asking these same old can ass questions and bland ass questions, and it's just boring to me. And I know when I ask these coaches questions, coaches be like, see that bitch, they be saying, I'm gonna ask them a question. I've seen their face like, is this, yes. But I wanna ask, what is the biggest difference in coaching a star than coaching the third guy off the bench? Because I know fair don't mean equal. But how do you navigate it, coach? Y'all, this part right here, y'all, I'm just finna go. I'm just finna press play and go. Then I want to ask, when these 18-year-olds leave their home, y'all got to remember, I had an 18-year-old leave his home and went 1,700 miles away. But when these 18-year-olds leave their home, how much responsibility do you feel you have for them off the court, coach? These are the questions that I want to ask. These are the questions that you should be asking. As a head coach, it doesn't matter if you want it or not. You got this responsibility. It's just so much. I can't go through every question, no, coach. No, I'm just telling you. That's you. No, I, these are some of the things that y'all need to be asking coaches. Let me help y'all out. Bobby Bowden said it best. He said, everything that happened in a program is the reflection upon its leader. Everything. Everything that happened in Doug's event was the reflection of his leadership. Everything that happens in these games, everything that happens on this show is a reflection upon the leaders of this show. That's why I have to be conducted in a certain way, because it's on me, not on Paul. If Paul on here saying something crazy, it ain't on him. It's on me. And you coaches and parents, these coaches, talk to them. You are responsible for everything that happened to my son on this college campus. And I know y'all like you coaches like, well, that's her department, that's my department. No, that ain't the way it works, bro. So if you're gonna be responsible or held accountable, coaches, parents, I'm giving you some nuggets. If something goes wrong, you better make sure that you are working every day to help them understand what it is. And then at the same time, expect the people that work for you to do the same. There's no weak links in a staff if you're really going to win. High school coaches, y'all need to be listening to this. Let's say I'm the head coach. Hmm. 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 Just got a nice. I just got a nice message. Watch this. Let's say I'm the head coach and I got an assistant coach to help recruit the player and he's involved in his life. They better feel a responsibility for this. And I better be able to hold them accountable if I'm the head coach. Let's say there's a grad assistant, maybe a lower staff member that doesn't have that title. Well, they still have the responsibility to their head coach. What if a grad assistant do something to your son? That's the responsibility of the coach, head coach too. Because at the same point in time, not only will they want to go, these people want to grow as a coach, they're going to want to be a successful head coach one day. And when you become a head coach, you understand that it all stops with you. Parents, don't be scared of these coaches. If they want your son, he must be talented enough. You better make sure that you are teaching, coaches, you are teaching and getting the people in your program to understand they're a part as well. Because the easiest thing for assistant coach to do is turn their head to what is happening, to not feel the responsibility. I know. See, I will say assistant coaches cannot treat things like a smorgasbord. You can't pick and choose, man, what you want to be involved in. Man, I saw this young cat, man. I don't know what school. Hold up, I'm gonna find his name for you. Boy, y'all just made me think about something. Hold up, y'all just made me think about something that was off the chain. Really, watch this. See, y'all ain't even brought this up. Can't believe y'all. But I guess y'all just be waiting on me. What's the guy? Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Watch this. I might have it already. That when. Hold up, y'all. I might have it. Let me just. I'm googling so I can find the kid's name. Yes, this young kid. Hold up. Let me see. Can I find his name? Let me see that I put it in my notes. Watch this. Hold on. Hold on. Now I got his name. Y'all watch this. Y'all watch this. Y'all watch this. Hold on. Hold on. No, I didn't. I don't know what happened to me. Man, somebody just sent me. But let me tell you something about this young man, man. Hold on. Let me tell y'all something about this young man. Let me copy and paste this. Hold up. It's a young man that is after my own heart, right? This the kind of young men we're raising in the summer basketball community. Okay. Nah, I ain't want it there. Hold up. Let's see. Come on, paste. Wouldn't paste for me. Boy. Oh, here it is. This Sam Houston player who he left Sam Houston and went to Indiana basketball. His name is Lamar Wilkinson. He transferred from Sam Houston State to Indiana for his final year of eligibility and has since made a six-figure donation of his name, image, and likeness back to his former program. Did y'all hear what I just said? I know it's going to be some quiet people right now. Did y'all hear what I just said? I ain't never heard of this happening before. And I give y'all something like this. You know what this remind me of? We was playing golf the other day. And we were making so many birdies that these guys in my group was like, ho-hum. Dude, this ain't real what we doing. Ladies and gentlemen, he said, I did it out of love, man. A 6'5" guard averaged 20 points and 4 rebounds and 2 assists a game at Sam Houston. One of the best shooters in the portal. Y'all, he gave a ain't nobody gave me one comment. I'm finna hang. What time is it? Y'all finna get off this show. Y'all just do me a favor and call Carla Gigliardo. Cause I'm finna get off the show. Y'all act like this done done. Y'all act like y'all know a player done did this. I know you don't know a player done did it. I know Status Moody don't have a player. Paul Miranda, Eric Harrison don't have a player that did it. Greg King don't know a player that did it. H.R. Bartholomew don't have a player that ever did this. King Stick don't know a player that ever did this. I'm going down the line. Brandon Wheatfall, Leah Nash, all of y'all. Y'all don't know a player that ever did this. Trey Phillips, you ain't not one of your girls ever did this. And we just ain't saying nothing? Wow. I can't believe, what's his name, Houston, Texas ain't said nothing. Melvin Dews ain't said nothing. I know y'all don't know nobody that did this. This is unheard of. This is unheard of, Doug Jones. Where did the kid come from, Doug? Where did this kid come from? He got me want to look him up. Ladies and gentlemen, forget he didn't get where he came from. That man went back and gave the college that he transferred from. Are y'all listening to me? He went back and gave the college that he transferred from 6 figures. That's at least 100,000. And y'all acting like every kid that y'all know done it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't even want to go nowhere else. I want to talk about him. He's from Arkansas. That's Black history right there. It's Black history. I ain't never, ever heard of a kid even think about that. Watch this. Somebody want to know how much the deal is. I don't give a fat rat's behind how much the deal is. Do you see how black folks think? How much is the NIL deal? None of your damn business. All we can ask is how much was the deal? And you can't tell me one kid and gave somebody 50 cents. Great, Doug. I want to meet him. I'm flying up there just to meet him. It's unbelievable. Al B, I'm just, what happened at this little country ass town when you pass by the white statue? Scare the hell of your ass at night. You pass by this white ass statue. Sam Houston, something made that boy sad. Thank you, Doug. Doug, what happened in the event? Did anything memorable happen in the event? Most players don't think about the former program, which poured into them, so they have a great opportunity at the next step. No, these kids don't care. Doug, I just told him, talking about what the deal is worth is not important. It's the fact that he appreciates. Thank you. Man, thank you. King Sticks, what do you be thinking about? Well, how much was the deal? How much was the deal? I don't care. Y'all bring me somebody who done gave they people they left. Man, whoever recruited that boy, whoever that boy, I don't know. I don't know the situation. But boy. I don't even. It's so shocking to me. Y'all don't understand how shocking it is to me. I just can't believe it. These selfish ass players. But let me keep going, Doug. Doug, I want to talk about coaching. I want to talk about. I had this thing that I just wanted to share with y'all today on Monday. Assistant coaches, you cannot treat things with these college athletes like a smorgasbord, like you can pick and choose what you want to be involved in. Evidently, somebody was involved in this boy. Duh. You can't pick and choose what you want to be involved in. You can't just say, I want to work on this, I want to work on that, and the rest of this stuff, I'm just shoving over there. Assistant coaches, not if you want to become a head coach. You have to keep teaching them, head coaches. So not only are we teaching our players, head coaches, you got to teach your coaches what the standards are. I remember talking with Penny and Monty Williams. We were playing golf and he was talking. Monty was asking Penny, what are your non-negotiables? What are your non-negotiables? That's the things that in this program you gotta do. Penny is a stickler for on time. He don't play if your ass ain't on time. And you can't come in there with your shirt tail hanging out your thing. So head coaches, you're not only teaching your players, you're teaching your coaches too. And coaches, you got to be wanting to learn what standards there are, what will you accept, what you will not accept. But most importantly, that they have what they have to do. You got to teach these kids, what do they have to do to become great? And as a big part of greatness, it's not only how well you play, it's equally how you do off the court. What's my young man name? Mr. Lamar Wilkinson. That's off the court stuff he did. Somebody was talking to this boy. I don't know if it's the coaches, I don't know if it's his family, I don't know who it is, but somebody was talking to this young man. And then sometimes you want to ask the question, and I don't know, I'm going to ask some coaches these questions this year. Some of these questions I might ask some of these SWAC coaches. I'm going to ask, how do you convey that you truly have someone's best interest at heart? How? To me, y'all give you a go. Ain't no coaches on the line. Any coaches on the line, boy? Y'all, boy. If I was a coach, I'd be writing notes right now. Because all the great coaches are learners. All the great people are learners. When I saw that, being around them, they have notes, taking their notes. That's why I take notes, because all the great people take notes. My answer would be to the coach. See, y'all, sometimes I ask them a question that I already know the answer to. And my answer would be constant communication. If a coach don't say that, I'm looking at him crazy. And it doesn't necessarily mean you are consistent all the time with what you say, but you are consistent in your approach. Boy, somebody need to send that to one of their little coaching friends. And that means that they're going to see that you really are investing in them. See, you got to let them kids know what I'm trying to do is help you get to a place where you understand what is going on to take you to get where you want to go, how to stay where you want to go, and how to go beyond and be, wherever you thought you were going to go. This boy, Mr. Wilkinson, y'all, when I get off this thing with y'all, I'm going to call everybody all over the country, all the coaches all over the country that I know, and explain to them who put that in that young fellow. I got to call Mike Wilson. Young coaches, be invested and be a part of these kids' development. Don't just leave it to other people to handle it. Head coaches too. Be on the court with them, sweat with them. I never forget this. I'm in the gym training my son, Westside Tennis Club. I'm over there barking out orders. Mark Bryant came over there and said, "Come here, man. What's happening? Do me a favor." Mark Bryant, Googling. He coached for the Knicks right now. He said, join in with him. Go and let him know you're invested in it with him. Change the dynamics. Instead of me just telling him what to do. I was in the drill too. I was tired as hell, but I was in the drill too. Be invested. Be a part of their development. Be on the court with them. Watch film with them. Be consistent with your messaging. Then, you know one of my things I'm gonna ask a coach? That is Moody. When do you talk to your when do you talk about your vision for a player? Do you convey it to him? When? See, and the reason I ask that question, because the coach's vision and the player's vision could be two entirely different things. Because it's not two entirely different places that they want. Because, okay, let's say I want you to make it to the NBA, Doug, someday. Yeah, Doug, you're gonna say, yeah, I want to be an NBA player. Follow me? How do you think you're going to get there? And how I know it's going to take. I know what it's to see. I know what it takes because based on my experience, 'cause I've been around NBA players, dude. I've been around. I didn't help some get to where they're, and you you can get there, can you? But entirely different ways. See, sometimes your family tell you something. Sometimes other people in your life tell you something who ain't never been there, duh. And as a coach, you have to stay true to that. You got to let them know, Robert. I got to let you know, duh, what I know works. I got some history over here. See, but that doesn't mean, Doug, you're not going to have trial and error. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be flexible now. It doesn't mean that you're not going to adjust on the go. You follow me? But as a coach, as a head coach, you got to have that vision on what kind of player and what kind of person and what kind of leader you think he can be. Gosh. And head coach, if you can't see that, that's on you. And if you don't hold that guy to how good he can be, that's on you too. Then I come back and say, I got another question for you. See, y'all, I'm practicing on y'all. What do you do if it's two completely different visions, Doug? Doug, what we do? Doug, you might think you are. Hold on. I can't believe my phone. That phone scared the hell out of me because it usually be on side. Hold on. Watch this, Doug. Watch this. Y'all watch this, Doug. Y'all watch this. Who else on there? Anybody else in the building so I can talk to somebody? What do you do if it's two completely different visions, coach? This kid might come in and say, man, I'm finished go 30. Man, I need to come in the door. I mean, man, I want to shoot 8 threes again. Doug, what you do? Anybody know? Anybody know? What you do? LB. I'll tell you. See, what you do, that is Moody. You have to find out what the player's passions are versus what their strengths are. God. Boy, that'll tweet right there. Mm. Let's say your passion is making threes, Doug Jones. But your strength is that you can pass the ball And your strength is also you can get in the paint and make plays. But your passion, shoot three. Your ass ain't that good at them threes. Did y'all get that? I had to text him. What do you do? What do you do if it's two completely different visions? Let's say, I remember I told you that, right? I have to see, watch this. Watch this. I have to understand your passion. I have to keep making you better at your passion. Smart coach. Which means your skills have to go up. You may love shooting threes, but your right hand is on the side of the ball. I helped correct a young man's shot the last couple of years because of where he had his hands on the ball and where he was lifting the ball. He loved threes, but he wasn't making them. He had a little bad footwork. He didn't have proper balance. One leg in, the release wasn't that good. All them different things, right? So I have to tell you to get where you can get even better at your passion. You follow me? I know his strengths, he can pass it and he can make plays. But his passion, I got to get him better at his passion so he can feel good about the rest of this stuff. So you have to hold, have to hold him and get to him where he can get even better at his passion. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get your strengths across to you, and hopefully your passion is going to turn out to be one of your strengths. Yo, this is coaching at the high level. And as a head coach, I'm going to help you work towards it. But you got to tell players all the time, we're not going, listen, y'all hear me on this one. Doug, you got to tell players all the time, head coaches, we're not going into the game for you to try new stuff out. We're not going to this game for you to practice things that you want to. That's for practice. That's for extra work. That's for individuals and all that stuff. We're going in the game to do what we do. You're a bad dude at what? Passing and getting to the middle of the floor and breaking down defense. Let's do that right now. I got to get you better at them threes you want to shoot. Are y'all feeling me? We're not going in the game. We're going in the game to do what we do. There's a big difference between those passions and your strengths. But you better not neglect your passion if you really want to get your strength out. Because what I found out, y'all, and Doug, I don't know if y'all been around some of these players. Because it's a 4-letter word in sports for young people a lot of time. They think it's a bad word. And it's called a weakness. It's called improvement. They don't like that. They don't even like to hear it. Sometimes they think you're cursing them out when you say they got a weakness and when you say an improvement. All I said one time, I'm tired of bad basketball. People got mad at me for that. Well, quit playing bad basketball. So you might, coaches, you might have to rephrase it instead of weakness. Coaches, I got one. I got one for you, Doug. I got one for you. I have some concerns with this area. Doug, you know when the young fellas be calling you, Doug, what I need to work on? I got some concerns in this area. Because if you say it's weakness and you got to improve here, Doug, he going to shut you off. Just say, look, I got some concerns. Wow. See, you have to rephrase those type of things. But it's the same thing. You're not as good as you think you are. We've got to improve at this, and I'm going to be obsessed with your weaknesses. But I'm also going to make sure you don't get away from your strength. That's what good coaches do. Bad. Wow. Man, I can go here all day, man. I can go here all day. But I did want to talk about the Ravens and I'm gonna give y'all the rest of that later. That was just too much. I got some more to give y'all. That's too much. But the Ravens had planned to take Shador. They said in the 5th round. But before Baltimore could turn the card in, they said Adam Scheffler said that Shador let it be known that he didn't want to be on a roster with Lamar Jackson, where he would be a backup. He didn't want to go to a place where he'd be competing and backing up Lamar Jackson. What y'all think? Because some people are asking whether or not it's a smart decision or not. Well, whether you like Shador or not, you can't tell me that someone's leaking that draft information that Adam Scheffler on September the 14th. It wasn't done with malice. You can't tell me it wasn't. Why would they bring that up? Just because they played him? Why would they bring that up? Shador somehow minding his business, like always, and they find ways to come up with stories to run his name through the news cycle. Is it for ratings and clicks? I'm asking y'all. The national media is pathetic to me. Owned, operated, and staffed with adults who have no moral compass or character. Even if it's true, he's right. Even if it's true, he's right. He know he ain't gonna play for 4 or 5 more years if he go there. But then I like the coaching staff better. I think he would have been getting coached better there. Y'all follow me? Sometimes you got to play the long game. Because it's evident that Kevin Stefanski and this crew over here ain't got a freaking clue. Every quarterback leave there, go somewhere else and be better. Why would somebody who wants to be a starting quarterback in the NFL want to go and play behind me? I don't think it's for every player, but me, Shador, I wouldn't have mind seeing that. Because Lamar is the best in the league. I don't wanna go play behind LeBron James. Lamar is the LeBron James over here. So y'all, I'm conflicted. He's the best in the league. Why wouldn't you want to go there? But how is it a bad thing if you don't? Why are we just hearing about this now? I got a question for you. Where are my people at? I wish Houston, Texas was on there. Bartholomew, he gonna find this out. What other third string quarterback got interviewed after this game? Second game of the season. Bartholomew, find that out for me. Coach Kevin Freeman, he didn't got too busy for it. Y'all tell me. But I can tell you it's none. Something about these people, they want the name, they want the clicks, they want the attention. Y'all, the draft was in April. But if he did say it wasn't disparaging to me, to Lamar Jackson. What you said, how he like backing up Flacco. You don't believe. What you don't believe? Tell me what you don't believe. There. Make it quick now, because how many more minutes? Yeah, we got 11 minutes. God. What Darryl Barnes, what you don't believe? Darryl Barnes put something on the screen, y'all. He said, what you don't believe, so I can let the Facebook people know. He said, I don't believe that. How he like backing up Flacco? I don't know. I didn't ask him. And that is Moody, what you mean by zero? Y'all help me. Because y'all putting these incomplete things. I don't know what you're talking about because I've talked about so many things. Y'all tell me. What y'all mean? Maybe the system is not going fast enough. Just maybe. Just maybe. Y'all, I can't wait to see Kansas play. I can't wait to see college basketball, man. I'm going to tell you the truth. I can't wait to see Kansas play, though. He said, no third string quarterback. Oh, I got you. Okay, got you. Okay. What you mean, Darryl Barnes? You said you don't believe that. What you mean? Talk to me now. You know, I was thinking about something. It is said that iron sharpens iron. And a lot of us has been dull because we're rubbing up against plastic. No third string. Oh, I got you. No third string quarterback ever get into this. Okay. I'm just thinking sometimes Texas fans turn on old arch fast. You said with NIL you get treated like a pro now. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm sorry. Oh, tonight, y'all know what's happening tonight. Them Texans play tonight. They play here tonight. Boy, that traffic gonna be crazy around there. Let me see. I ain't got to go down there for that. I ain't got to go. I ain't got to go move around. No. I'm not messing with y'all today. I'm not messing with y'all today. Watch this. Hold on. It's a double header tonight, y'all. Watch this now. It's what happened in the NFL tonight. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna watch a little of it. I don't know. I hate it, but I know so many of the young players. I kind of like the NFL a little bit. So the Texans play the Buccaneers. Y'all, I like Ty Bowles. You know what I'm saying? I like D'Amico Ryans. They play at 6, right? Then we got the Raiders and the Chargers. Y'all, I like the Raiders. I like the Chargers too. And both of them got the beautiful stadiums. So that's them games at night. He said, I don't believe Sanders told them that he didn't. Oh, hey. I think he did. Because he didn't deny it. He said, hold up. I'm glad you said that. I think he said it. I'm going to tell you about. Hey, I'm going to tell you why I think he said it. Let me see. Hold up. Watch this. Watch this. I'm glad you said that. I'm going to tell you why I believe he said it. Iron sharpen iron. Look at Leah. State that the iron sharpen iron. No one person sharpens another. Oh my goodness, proverb. Look at Miss Leah. But Miss Leah, let me see my man, Darryl Barnes. That's one of my dudes right there. Watch this. Darryl Barnes, Shadur said something yesterday. They kind of watch this now. He said, people get mad, you know. They talking about league sources. But Shadur said, I'm trying to find out his quote. I want to go to his quote. I didn't write it down. Shadur said, hold on. Somebody said if Schefter was right, then Shadur is a genius. What do you like? He said it or not. Hold up. He gave a quote. They in the interview, y'all. Hold up, man. I didn't write it down. Oh, he said, this is how he responded to a pregame report that he was asked. He said, my response is, I'm focused on now. I don't really talk about anything in the past or what happened in the past. It is what it is. I'm more focused now. I'm more focused on how this game that we just got into had and figuring out how to move forward from now. That's what he said. I think he didn't want to play for them. He wanted to go somewhere that he had a chance, and he feel. And I mean, but like my man said, but he was like on what's that? Let's make a deal. He passed up what was behind door number one. It won't door number two. Somebody said, hold on. Watch this. Man, shout out to the fueling station at TSU. They in the building right now watching the Chop Shop. Y'all know the fueling station is. Fueling station, I need y'all to start donating to the fueling station too. Y'all been slacking up on your donation. I need everybody to donate to the fueling station, to TSU, where they help feed the student athletes. Not their extra, like the healthy snacks, the stuff, if they go to them, let's say they practicing hard here and they practicing and extra practice here, they might miss the cafeteria for that meal. So they need something to tide them over. So they go to the fueling station and get a healthy stack and to tide them over. And guess what? We need it for it to always be stacked, and it's well ran. If you go by there, just go check it out. It's well ran. Everything is accountable for. It's a unique place. I go hang out there. So that's all the athletes come to get their snacks. But shout out to them. I love that area where you get the chance to meet and fellowship with the young kids. And guess what? When they get down to talking, y'all know I'm gonna give them some of this. But what was what we was talking about? What was I at? But I was about to tell y'all something. Oh, the volleyball and the softball team is in the building right now. I love the volleyball. I haven't met the softball girls this year. I used to know them, but I haven't had because I ain't been going up to school. I'm about to get up to school so I can meet all of y'all. I can't wait. The volleyball, Taryn and the rest of that crew, them my girls. I love about them. What I love about the softball and the soccer girls, and they support that men's basketball, and they got their section right behind where me and with Chatterbox sit right there. We got the whole section over there. If you ain't on one of them teams, matter of fact, I'm roping it off this year. If you ain't in one of them teams, you can't sit behind us right there. Uh, he said Lamar got a legacy in Baltimore. Shadir should want to start his own legacy in Cleveland. Some people just don't know nothing about sports. Do y'all know Tom Brady said something the other day, and I'm finna get off this thing. Let me get out of here. He's talked about when we're always ranking these quarterbacks and talking about these quarterbacks are not good. Why don't we start ranking the quarterback coaches and the offensive? I mean, and the play callers, the offensive coordinator. Let's start ranking them. Cause y'all, good players can go to bad situations and make themselves look bad, especially in the NFL. We can have 10 guys doing the right thing and one guy doing the wrong thing, and the whole play is messed up. Look what happened. Russell Wilson supposed to win that game last night, but he had a crazy offensive lineman, just went crazy. Number 55, he was over there Hudson. He just went crazy. I mean, the man got four consecutive penalties on one possession. I ain't never seen that before. But those are the kind of things that's happening. So Baltimore's quarterback room is a lot better than Cleveland's. Baker Mayfield had to leave there to go be great. Deshaun Watson came over there and was terrible. And you telling me about a legacy? Well, you know what? I get tired of y'all throwing out the word legacy. Because y'all listen to these talk. What you mean by legacy? Shador ain't got no legacy. Shador, let me tell you, it matters who coach you. It matters your support staff. It matters when somebody wants you or not. He went to, y'all, it's not really documented, but Kevin Stefanski, he likes Gabriel. So he gonna do everything so Gabriel. And you talking about his own quit talking about Flacco days are numbered. No, it ain't not. What you gonna start for? Hold up. I'm finna teach. Let me go again. Because I know this kid here, you just never listen. I don't know. You must have a ball in one hand and a joint in the other one. Plus, he know Flacco days. Homeboy, if you go to a crappy system, see, they can't mess up Flacco because Flacco been in the league 100 years. But as a rookie, you want to go to the right coaching and the right quarterback coach and the right infrastructure. That's why a lot of quarterbacks y'all see this out of the league. Look what happened to Daniel Jones. He left that clown show in New York, and now he's undefeated. Y'all don't understand what goes on behind. Y'all just sit up there and watch. Oh, man, y'all just quit being cheerleaders. Tom Brady done told y'all the advantage he had was when his offensive coordinator, his quarterback coach passed away during training camp in his second year. Tom Brady wasn't starting. But guess who came in and took over for the guy that passed away? Bill Belichick, the head coach. He prepared Tom and all the quarterbacks defensively for what to look for. Because Bill Belichick is one of the best defensive coaches in history. So that's Tom Brady said he had an advantage of knowing the defenses because I had the best defensive coach ever teaching me about defenses. As a quarterback, if I already know what the defense is going to do, King Sticks, I'm going to have a better advantage. So, but it matters who coach you. That's why some of these quarterbacks, like that little polar boy up there at Chicago, he just need to take this to mess off his nails and go to a better school and get a better coach. That's what you do. You got to, man, because something ain't clicking. That boy can play football. Man, but man, come on. Y'all, I got to get out of here. But I enjoyed y'all today. But y'all, let me tell you, in case you haven't been on the show, you weren't there earlier, I want y'all to look at this leaderboard and this is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do when I go to the golf tournament, my favorite golf tournament in the world. the Moses Malone golf tournament. If y'all can look, if y'all can't, if y'all got a little small device, you might have made that to enlarge it. We won the golf tournament. Hold up, I got the trophy over here. I'm gonna bring it and let you see that trophy in a minute. But that's what happened. That's what happened. Look at him. And I came out of there. I came out of there with all the hardware. I come out of there with all the hardware. And look how nice the trophies are. Closest to the pin at the 9th annual Moses Malone Celebrity Golf Tournament. Robert Hatter. Hold up. The 1st place, 9th annual Moses Malone Golf Tournament, 2025. Robert Hatter. Yes. Don't hate. Congratulate. Don't hate me. Because I was out there hitting that ball. But I just wanted to let y'all see that. And that's it. I'll see y'all on tomorrow. Y'all come back and ball. Hey, I got to talk about these coaches. I'm gonna tell you, hey, that information I'm giving about your coaches. Parents, I'm giving you a cheat sheet. What you know, if your son going to college, I'm giving you a cheat sheet on what these guys look for. Okay? I'm out of here. Let me find that button. See you later. Bye.